Gotta love it when they try to do a last-minute update. It's like, do you want to update now? No. Why now? Anyway, who indeed? BBPN again, Season 17. Where are we now? Week 4, Week 5, and it looks like at least one of the divisions is about to hit Week 6. They're mad in that division. Truly mad. Which one's supposed to be sitting up there? You're supposed to be sitting up there. Come on. Get where you're supposed to be. Stay this time. I swear, the cat keeps chasing it now. Anyway, welcome back there. As we can see, the coin's already been flipped here. Someone's keeping it. And yeah, it's an interesting matchup here. Dark Elves versus, of course, everyone's other favourite firm. Yep, Shamblin Undead. Who's got the advantage on this one? That's a hard one to call. Depends how the coaches really feel. As we know, the Dark Elves are on a long road to recovery. Because let's be honest here. Take a look at what's left of his firm. He's got the runner now. He's got a runner. He's got a bunch of linemen, including loners, nearly 2 blitzers. This tells you how his season has been. Witness your doom! So the long road to recovery begins today, apparently. As for the Shamblin Undead, do you see how many reserves? No, not really. His biggest advantage is he's got regenerate, so casualties don't concern him anywhere near as much. He's got one hell of a power piece here, but his biggest problem is, well, his ghouls got work to do, you know? Like, they've got skills, don't get me wrong. They've got skills, you know? Did he get him? Yes, he did! Easy enough there. Okay. And that's what basically the Shamblin Undead could get away with here against this Dark Elf firm all day. Dark Elf advantages, technically AV8. Technically, but in this case he's dealing with not 1, not 2, but 3 pieces with, well, Mighty Blow.
You just made the list!
And this is already happening. It's like, good God, this is just going to get worse. The Dark Elf advantage, of course, is AG4 old style, aka LB. So, yep, beep. He can maybe, if he's ever still on the field by this point.
Why won't you die?
Okay, I'm going to say it this way for the Dark Elves. The bright side is no one's injured or dead. Alright, this is your bright side. That's a hell of a starting turn. 2 KOs, 2 stuns. Immediately. He's got the ball, no problem. However, he's being a bit cocky about it, and I'll say it right now. That's being fucking cocky. That is being cocky. Because yes, he's now reduced you. You've only got 7 players functioning this turn. However, if you could just buy a fucking die roll, which apparently you can't.
Stupid idiot!
It's not the coach's fault. He's got a plan. I can see it. He was looking at it go, he's got a plan. He can be aggressive. But he needs a fundamental die roll to actually work. And right off the bat, ow, look, 1 in 9. Thanks, arsehole. Well, here we go. He's going for it. Yep, because guess who was cocky? Yep, he was cocky. Unfortunately, doesn't get the hit he wanted. Well, he had to burn the reroll early. It was not expected. Truly wasn't, but, you know, kudos for the aggressive try. And now Shamblin Undead has to, well, frankly, try and make something work with that. Maybe. We'll see.
Yay!
Now, I'll give kudos there. Shamblin Undead, because of that incredibly good start, got cocky. I'm not gonna lie, I was getting cocky right there. And the Dark Elves, if they could just roll average this season, maybe would have had the ball right then, right there. But instead, they've got this situation going, all that effort, and the ball's still running away. Again, good plan. It's not the coach's fault that his team can't implement it. Why? The idiots. Which he's probably been saying all season.
Good day for us. Well battled.
Probably is, Jake. Probably is. Pull up a chair. This can get comfortable. Happy Thanksgiving. At least in our Commonwealth area. Alright, so Shamblin Undead, right off the bat, 4 Either stuns or removals right off the bat. But now he burns another reroll already. Here we go. Whack-a-mole.
Thanks for standing still,
Did he
wanker.
get him? Yeah, piling on again. Yeah, he's got piling on. There's the injury. And yep, that was a blitzer. That was one of the very few actual playing pieces the Dark Elves have. They immediately fail the first dodge. Immediately fail it. Because of course he does. This is what's been happening to him all season. A roll to fail. You know, we should have seen that one coming, shouldn't we? Like, let's be honest here. We've seen his season.
That's easy.
Blow's an easy dodge. Rolls a 1. Of course he does. It's the first play he's trying to do. Re-rolls because he wanted to end his turn right away. And then, of course, whenever he goes for the later hit, rolls a 1 for the GFI. Because what else would poor Storm roll? Lad, it's right here. It's right here. You know, I'm really feeling just the bad luck. This is a hell of a start for the season. It's not the coach. I can't stress this enough. I feel bad. I've just got the gaming because I'm hoping this was it. The great, as we were saying at the beginning here, the great road back starts now. Okay, I've got a question here. Dear Shamblin Undead, if you're getting this ahead on the dice rolls, why stall? It's starting to look like he's going to stall, Jake. Do you see it? I think he's going to stall. All right, there we go. A little solid punch, a little solid takedown. And there goes another one.
This is Sparta!
Yeah, because elves. Absolutely, because fucking elves. All right, well, he scored. There we go. Bravo, bravo, and on the board he is. At least he didn't stall. Yeah, never mind. Gee. Ginger ale for the tickling the throat. Ginger ale and rye.
I like you. You have balls. I like balls.
Yeah, we're kind of happy with that play. We're kind of very happy about that, how that worked out, because, you know, let's be honest here. Good aggressive play. He sees what's happening. Let's be honest here. The Dark Elves have now got, like, they got both their KOs back. Yay. But they're already out 2 casualties, and notice what they are. A lineman, yep, that's permanent injury, AV decrease. And, of course, one of his very few, if any, blitzes. Right now, the Dark Elves, you can see it. He had a... Normally, I guess I'd say TV 1000 team. This is the problem. Dark Elves, TV 1000, as we will testify, barely fucking functional. It is a tough team to start with at TV 1000. It is tough. And you've seen what this gentleman has rolled so far this season. He's just cursed by Nuffle. Yeah, oh dear, oh dear. Oh, well, sweltering hay. Let's see what happens on this one here.
I can do that.
Who will this favour? I hate to say it because the Dark Elves are already down 2 players. Technically, this favours them. Technically. We've seen Sweltering Hate completely wipe out one team and ignore the other one. You know, because Nuffle's a cunt, isn't it?
To the pit.
Yay! Stun! And look who he targeted. Yep, piling on. The man who's racking up all the fucking casualties today. Not bad, son. Not bad at all. Bravo! Bravo! Look, when you've got one really good solid piece this early in the season, I totally agree, you run with it. You know, you just add on the skills. Next skill, if you can buy it, jump up, I would highly recommend. Jump up. Seriously, piling on, perfect for him. Just saying. Everyone's going to hate me recommending that one. Anyway. Well, the Dark Elves have got the ball. Bravo. Granted, he's also got a lot of turns to score. But he is down 2 players, so he's not exactly the biggest rush right now. Yeah, Tackle with no doubles makes sense perfectly, because then he can kill off all those dodgy guys like elves. Yeah, lots of elves. Oh, and those rat problem we've got in this division. Actually, don't we have a rat problem in half the divisions? Yeah. Saying, do a favour for the league. But yeah, if he rolls the doubles, guaranteed. Piling on is the next skill. Yeah, we do have a rat problem in this division. Ugh, my condolences. My condolences, good doctor. My condolences. Anyway. Whack! Well, he's not failing these rolls.
I can do that.
No, seriously, after seeing his first few turns that he's not failing rolls now, I'm actually delighted. He's not really getting results, but he's not failing anything. You gotta cheer them on, you know? That's how it works around here. 'Cause let's face it, that first turn, if it wasn't for Storm's bad luck, it would have been a very different story, because he wouldn't have had to. His first roll, 1 in 9, because of course it is. Burns his reroll, and then he actually does get the ball carry, and of course misses. Why? He's only got one crack at it. He's at a, what was that? A 1 in 3 was what he was looking for. With a reroll, something that's a 2 in 3. It's actually fairly decent odds, but of course he burned the reroll early because Nuffle's a cunt, as we all say. But anyway, be that as it may, as if it ever was, is, never will. It depends, meanwhile. The kill piece moves back in, does not follow that one up. Which I hate to admit I do find a bit odd, but then again, you know what? It's only a knockdown, so that will work.
Who called the cops?
Look, at this point here, Shambling Undead, now they've got 2-player advantage, and right now they've got the lead. So now they're going to play it that way. They're going to force the Dark Elves that the Dark Elves have to do something aggressive. Which again, LRB 6 version, they have the AG4. They can do it. However, is he dice shy at this point? Well, first 2 turns I would have said yes. Now, well, things have started working. And just as I'm saying that, I keep expecting it to
I'm running circles around you.
Oh, yes. Skaven. Yes. Great. There we go. Casual dodging runs down the field, and, well, it's an Elvish receiver, and there goes the other one. Loner. Doing what? Guarding. All right. Shambling Undead. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I wouldn't be feeling it either. I wouldn't feel it either. And unfortunately, your Bill Bexley speed players mostly are sitting over here. Well, the Rassle's in a good position. He just has to, well, break away for a little while. You know? Bring the line back, as they say. As we can see, Shambling Undead, they're putting on a casual click of... They had a great start. Now they're just, alright. I wouldn't say easing off the gas here. They are trying to continue putting the pressure on, but... You know, for an Undead player, he's acting tired. I'll just say that. Power of Rassle. Sigh, not much you can do about that. Meanwhile, push me, piss off. Are you my mummy? Oh no, if that hadn't gone that way, that would have been tempting. If the mummy had done the right block, it almost would have been tempting. But, again, you don't have any spares. And 2, it's not playoffs, so it's not mission critical. Granted, it's not mission critical, so... There was a potential there for an aggressive play. But again, you're ahead, and it's not essential, so... That's what the broadcast booth notes on that one there. Boy, he's got it out for him as something, doesn't he? Oh, well.
Oh, what a day. What a lovely day.
Well, it's certainly been a lovely day for the Shambling Undead so far. Meanwhile, the Dark Elves are glad that we're now on 4 turns in a row where something hasn't gone wrong. And every time I keep saying it, I keep feeling I'm about to jinx it. But nope, gotta have a little faith in this coach here. He is desperately trying to tie this game up. Because if he can tie it, and then maybe, with sweltering heat, maybe, he might just get even Steven numbers. And then AG4 likely is the deciding factor at that point. Likely. Quotation marks around that part. Again, a lot of hypotheticals at this point, so... That's what's so great about this game. You never know what's going to happen until the dice are thrown. Or is that the table? Probably the table some days. Alright, he's back up. Any clever ideas? Block there. Takes him down. No problem. A casual stun. No problem.
I can do that.
Mummy's got the camp there. Now remember, he is a runner, so all he's got is pass. However, I do stress his advantage is, of course, he's LRB, AG4 thrower, so he's not bad. The fact he comes with, well, in this case, doesn't have pass, he's got dump off. Getting ahead of ourselves there. Eventually he ends up having to buy real skills. Meanwhile, there we go. Crane of 2 dice does get the push. And now there's the opportunity if you want it. I said if you want it. Yeah, there's the dump off. Oh god, skull. Reroll! Well, he got him, but ball is free, and I hate to say it, he's actually done his job. You do have the ball, though, so well done, but he has done his job. Of course, I'm surprised he didn't just throw it to somebody else. Yes, everyone was marked and was a minus, but you know what? Woo! Oh! He finally got it! He finally got it! He finally has a dire roll go his way! Well done, bravo! Yeah, Blanche means nothing, tell me.
Who called the cops?
And now the Dark Elves actually have something they're not used to. A touchdown, bravo! Well, the rally duck is in play, but so sweltering heat. Ooh! Doesn't he wish he scored on turn 8? That's fucking huge. This is where I get it. Storm really wanted to score. But I hate to say it, you're going to have fun with that. He should have stalled for 1 turn. He should have stalled for 1 turn. Because exactly what was prophesized happened. Yes, he lost a player. Shamblin Undead suddenly lost 4. It would have been a whole new fucking ball game. Because it would have been, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I would have given the edge to the Dark Elves at that point. So, I get it, Storm. You really wanted to get on the board. I totally understand it, but you need that 1 turn. You needed the 1 turn. You needed to wait a turn before you scored that. It's hard to blame you, though. Well, there's the foul, and there is the stun. Does bugger all there.
They're all dead!
The Shamblin Undead, of course they are. They're all dead, or dead-ish anyway. Alright, Cheese, please should buy a zombie. There's the throw, and there's the catch.
That's easy!
Hey, isn't it just? That is so fucking easy. It's amazing what you can do, coaches. Amazing what you can do. The Cheese, please should do a fucking zombie. You gotta love it. And Storm's back to this again. Yep, Melee fails the GFI. Rerolls, gets the POW. He's praying for a removal. No, not getting it.
You may fire when ready.
Oh, well, we're going into halftime here, folks. We're going into fucking halftime. Like I said, he needed to stall 1 turn. Could he have done it? I don't know, potentially. But again, it's hard to blame a coach just wanting to get on the board. We're now tied at 1. Halftime, of course, brought by us by Maelstrom Gaming Mats there, of course. Best custom Blood Bowl pitches, trophies, dice. Check out his Facebook. Check out his website, Maelstrom Gaming Mats. He really does make some of the best stuff. He really does. Like, I've got my favourite pitcher I got. Yep, it's one of his, you know. And he makes gorgeous trophies. Makes absolutely gorgeous one. And of course, he's great custom dice too. So, does it all. In fact, he even does dice cups. What can't he do? All right, perfect defense. All right, what the hell are you going to do with that? Actually, it was the worst result for you to roll. It really was.
So sure you can defeat me.
Because the Shambling Undead, by sweltering hate, thank you, got 4 players back, lost 2, but at this point he doesn't care. The Dark Elves, you see, it would have been better the other way. As mentioned, it would have been 8 on 7. Now, well, let's face it, he's got the wrestle piece. This is what he really wants here. Face it, he's the better free safety in this one. He's block, he guarantees the bastard's going down with wrestle. And then, of course, Mr. Pylon's out in the field again. So, yeah, it's going to be a tough one here. It's going to be tough. 9 on 9, the Dark Elves would rather have had 8 on 7. Let's be honest here. An elven team generally prefers an empty field, alright? Because there's so much more they can get away with. Speaking of trying to get away with, Dark Elves trying to make something happen. Something.
Shut up and take my money.
And we're back to that old, as long as he doesn't fail it.
Shame. Shame. Shame.
And even I agree. The shame of it is, he's not wrong burning the reroll. Why? Look where the ball was. Very easily, the Shambling Undead, considering where their position was over here, could have stolen the ball. Back to not being able to make a basic dodge. Storm's luck's doing this. He's a literal roller coaster today. Well, compared to the rest of his season, yeah, exactly. Go Bears! Yeah, so far, the rest of his season's been pretty... If he can steal a tie out of this, I think without anyone dead or crippled, he'd be fine. Problem is, he did eat another cripple. Here we go again! Is he ready?
Let's get ready.
Is he ready? Yeah, he's not ready. He's not ready! He's not ready! Yep, failed on the pylon. Yeah, 2 cracks didn't work. By 1. Oh, well. Alright, Shambling Undead. The advantage they have with the mummies is power pivot. As long as the Dark Elves don't outrun the team, this is their main advantage. Agility, speed. Unfortunately, they need to actually stay on the field.
It needs to be about 20% cooler.
Which they're having a little trouble doing, but, you know, again, it's not his worst game. It's 100% not his worst game. And again, I do reiterate, which I seem to have to do, it ain't the coach who's the problem. It really isn't. You know, it's just his team. Oh, I agree. KO on the guard? Oh, I'll take that. It's one of his very few skilled pieces. Alright, Dark Elves, are we committing early? Wow, you are committing early. The Blitzer. Problem is, yeah, he's got this problem and this problem. So the Blitzer, while open... Yeah, that's about as far as I'll go on it. While open... Alright, I'll grant this. The Dark Elves have given a bit of a poser. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, go, go. I don't know, remember, he doesn't have skills other than dump off, so... There's a lot of things now. It just depends. Right now, from the Dark Elves viewpoint, it's early in the half, but is he willing to go full vault at this point? Or Panda. Maybe even Wolfowl at this rate. He's bound to do something crazy. Alright, there we go. 3 dice. Beats him up there. The mummy's doing the job. Not getting the removal he's wanted, but... As it is, the mummy's are indeed doing the job. This is a little too much here. Alright, where are you going, Sunshine? Who are you taking out? Yep. Taking out the Blitzer. Makes sense. Right. Into a fist.
Hi, off you go.
Reroll gets the POW. Beautiful. Alright. Now removal, but it is what it is. Again, Storm's biggest problem here, you can already see it here. Notice how few his rerolls are already. Because he's back to his usual, he fails a basic roll. And then he has no choice but to reroll it. Alright, running away. This I'll admit is fucking clever. Why? Go ahead. Surf him. Surf him. He'll just dump it off to somebody. Granted, he's going to be out another player. So I didn't actually say this was the brightest idea. But considering how things have gone, at least it shows innovation. Well, it does. I'll give him that. It does show innovation. It is a weirdly clever idea. Yeah, it's a trap. Exactly. It's a tarp. It's clearly a trap. We know it's a trap. Because that is tempting. Don't get me wrong. That's tempting. However, once again, it's not playoffs, it's not Mission Critical Shambling Undead. Yet. But yeah, that's a bit of innovation doing that. It's like almost tempting him to try it. Almost. Shambling Undead making best use of the players they can here. Again, he's got at least 2 players here. These are the 2 who can really do the magic. These 2 can really do the magic here. This is the guy who can do the clobbering, and of course the mummies, they just want to get them off the pitch. Problem is, mummies, of course, only moving 3 is a bit of a problem. Don't we all agree? Tomb Guardians, move forward, now getting Brawler to start. That's a huge upgrade. Well, there's the punch. Doesn't re-roll that because, you're right, save the re-roll. Now you have a bit of interdiction going on. So turn 12 for the Dark Elves. Clock continues to tick. Alright, where are you going, Twinkle Tits? Gonna go this way? Again, so many other ways he can run, but remember, he does not have a built-in dodge, and we've all seen his die rolls this game. So, moves around you. Yep, there you go. See, now he's praying. Praying he doesn't roll a fucking 1. Pray and pray hard, son. Pray and pray hard. Alright, there we go. 1 die. Gets the shove away. And then he runs away probably over here. There you go. No problem. See? It's almost like I might know what I'm doing here, calling that. Oh, you are taking a weird chance on that one. Yep, dodges away. So, what are the options here? You've got them. The mummy's going to do his job. Of course, the bright side, he'd get a guard in. Because he can get a guard in, 1, 2, 3, mark, and then you know what? He's got no skill. Force him to do a dump off. Granted, he'll probably dump it off to the loner to him. And maybe him. But yeah, mark things up first. Let's see what you end up doing here. No! No! He's the one supposed to throw the hit! Alright, fine. You really want to do it with the mummy. Alright. Alright, you've got the mark there. That's fine. Well, if you really want to be a cunt, he does the hit, he does the blitz. Alright? But my thought was, just in case of where he dumped it off, it's where this guy wanted to run to. Okay, the mark is in. Here we go, lads. I said, here we go. Yep, there's the fumble. We were all hoping for it. That's what we were all betting on. He's going to roll it. He's going to fumble it. And Fumblerooski, and yep, Butterfingers, every single one of them.
Because here at Globo Gym, we're better than you. And we know it.
But now you see why I was suggesting the zombie of all things. Why? Because then he would have still been here to run over here. You see what I mean? Like, I get why you did it that way. I get it, but see where I was thinking. Because you want to have a free player, this one especially, because he's got hands in this version, to maybe go and get the ball or at least interdict it. You know what? You see what I mean? Hopefully he does. Anyway. More Butterfingers, apparently. Yeah. Mistakes are getting made all over the place now. It's not exactly a mistake, you know? Just so you don't understand. I don't call it a mistake, but it's like a next level thinking. You would be thinking ahead already to, and then what? If you do that, you really piss off opponents because they go, how did you? And you've already planned that ahead. Of, if this works, then this happens. He's fucking immutable.
Panda! Fucking shut up!
Anyway, Shambling Undead are just doing the job. Well, at least they say, go Bears! Alright, meanwhile down there. Blitz is down again. Of course he is.
Hasta la vista, baby.
Well, now you see. Now you understand again, as we always say, this is why we have the blood cast, alright? Because the cast will see it. And I'm seeing it not enough time, you know? It's a Automod. Yeah, go fuck yourself. Alright. Yeah, well, there's bots trying to show up. Flick! Gone. Alright. Wang! Alright, there we go. Some wang, finally. And Butterfingers again is AG4 never fucking fails. Unless you're Storm. And you're playing in this season. It's not wrong. Well, now he's got the ball. Now he's running with it. Left the ball next to the mummy. I can see it. Hey, he's finally got the ball. Right, bitch. Oh, wait.
He isn't dead. Shy surprise.
Well, now the Dark Elves have no choice. No. No, you can't afford blocks. You need to get these players over here and screen. You need to screen. You should have done the dodge earlier. You should have done the dodge. Because remember, he moves, what is it, 7? Because, well, he's not the injured one. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He could have gotten at least a here or here. And then the other lineman just runs and just interdicts here. It would have been not perfect, but it's something. But again, I get it. The fact he got the ball back, he's still amazed. So, I get it. When things are starting to get this tense, you know? People, and remember, there's no rerolls, pretty much, except for, you know, the one cautiously preserved my precious reroll sitting there. Alright, throws the block there, no problem. What's free? You got the right guy in the guard. Yep, Rassel. This guy ain't getting nowhere. Come on! Come on, twinkle toes. Yeah, there you go. Wrestle him down, no problem.
Hey, phrasing.
Wouldn't call it phrasing, but there it is. Up. Where are you going? 1, 2, 3, 4, go, go. You need to mark the ball. You need to mark the ball. Just in case the Dark Elves get any fancy and stop rolling fucking ones. I'm too optimistic? Yeah, maybe I am. Maybe I am. That's right now the Dark Elf thing. No, 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 no. No, get up. Get up. Get up. You're not getting up. Oh, God. All right, now you get up. All right, well, you made the dodge. All right. No, no, no. You need to run. You need to run. Come on. That's a little... He had the general right idea.
Because here at Globo Gym, we're better than you.
Please deposit
we know
5 coins.
Oh, they want words with you, Paxton. They want fucking words. Oh, my God. You've driven them absolutely up the... Alright, Shambling Undead. Turn 15. It's a bit tricky. Yeah, it's a bit tricky. Yeah, here we go. This should be an easy dodge, right? Right? Yeah, good words, large words, even English. Yeah, exactly. Big punch right there, no problem. Alright, you can punch there. 1, 2, 3, 4, go, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, go, go. Alright, he gets around, gets in front, gets all the CFIs, because you have that one reroll. It feels nice. And you just got to interdict him. 1, 2, 3, park there, probably. Like that will do. No! No! Well, we'll see where you end up now. Alright, there goes that reroll. Yep, there goes that reroll.
Phrasing?
Yep, called it. Fucking called it. Okay, Dark Elves. Ah! Yep.
I hope you die from hugs. Killer hugs for everyone.
Because didn't we all just call it? He was going to roll a 1. We all could see he was coming a mile away. This is the one we're asking. This is his season in a nutshell. Of course, there goes the easy peasy pickup for the easy peasy maybe. Oh no, it was a thing. It was definitely a thing. Anyway, yeah, it's one of Cadet's favourite scores. Tie game, 1-1. Look, from the Dark Elves viewpoint, this is a success. No one's dead. A lion is taking a permanent injury, but who fucking cares because it's a lineman. He'll just replace it with a loner. He doesn't care. And he got a tie out of it. So yes, from his viewpoint, this is definitely a win. Meanwhile, yeah, unfortunately in this case here, the zombie got it. Well, you had one zombie who was doing his job, so it's probably him, we think. I don't know, how can you tell them apart? Taste? Yeah, pretty much. But like we said, slight little mistakes made here and there, and now you see why I would say, here's why you wanted to do it this way. I get why you did it the way you did it. Don't get me wrong. I get it. But now you see what my thinking was. If you had done it with the zombie instead, he still gets 2 dice. He probably still activates the dump off, and that leaves the other player to come running in. where the ball goes if he doesn't get it. So, like I said, sometimes you gotta think that. But anyway, it's the first round. You're fine so far. You're just fine. MVPs, yeah, I heard about that. 3 go the same way. How's he doing? He's doing great this season. Anyway, thanks all tuning in. Hope you all have a happy Thanksgiving if you're in the Commonwealth there. We'll all see you there. Once I figure out when my game's supposed to be scheduled. It's going to be later on this week. Yeah, we're already on to week 6. Right. See you all then. Nuffle. Bless your dice.